It's weather's fantastic, skies are blue, pollen's out, the Flonase is flowing. Today we're going to go up to McKaysville, Georgia, and check on the land. I've got some land up there, and I have not been up there in like 2 years. And a neighbor called the other day and said he heard a chainsaw. Chainsaw? I mean, really? Stealing trees? Is that a real thing? Tree rustling. Arboretus thievius. Latin. Tree stealing. Look it up. People stealing trees. So I guess you're noticing this nice paved road. There's a video about this I made several years back. The government had some federal dollars that they had to spend or they would lose, and so they paved almost all of these little innocuous roads in Fannin County. No one lives up here. I mean, almost no one. Bridge to nowhere, road to nowhere. Okay, I gotta step in here because this is the part where I really dropped the ball. You see, video cameras have an on and off button. And if you're doing a lot of stop and go recording, you can get confused and think that you're recording when you're actually paused and then paused when you're actually recording. So needless to say, I've got a lot of crappy footage of the car seat and my Bee Gees 8-track playing in the background. Yes, that's right, I said Bee Gees. So anyway, the little town I wanted to show you is called McKaysville, Georgia. It's also called Copper Hill, Tennessee, because the state line, this blue line right here, runs right through the middle of the town. Anyway, great trout fishing up there. That's the Ocoee River, and you see McKaysville. So anyway, I get up to the land, and right off the bat, I'm pissed. Well, I gotta tell you, I'm not real psyched about this. There's a partial easement across my land to an additional 48 acres, and I'm pretty sure that they're logging that. However, you know, with a little respect to my property, I would wish they would put some gravel down, because this was a really nice little trail covered in leaves, and now it's kind of a shitstorm of mud and erosion. But the good news is no sign of tree rustling. So anyway, I only found a couple of small trees cut down and probably done because they were blocking the road. And since I hadn't been up there in a couple of years, I decided it was a good time to go run the property lines in the truck. Nice. So good, right here's what we just came up in the truck. Not a bad little grade. Check out that view. May seem a little neurotic coming up here and checking property markers, but you know, weird shit happens. It's like, and when I say weird things, I mean weird things. I own about 1,000 yards of a federal boundary, the border between Tennessee and Georgia. So my neighbor that lives on the Tennessee side, who I've never met, likes to move the federal marker into my property 50 feet. Occasionally when I'm up there, I'll find this and I'll move it back. But you know, it doesn't really matter. It's a state line. You can't move the border between Georgia and Tennessee. For those of you who are interested, this is called Buckner Mountain, named after a Civil War general. And I don't know if anything happened around here because this is the freaking middle of nowhere. All right, history lesson over. If you want to know any more about Buckner Mountain, you can look it up while you're looking up that other word, Arboretus thievius. That's a real word. Okay, time to head out. So I went to drive around the rest of the property. Here we are at Trails End for the day. There's a pretty big log across the road, and I know I could get over it, but I would probably have some bite damage, and I also know that down here farther is a much bigger tree, which I need to attend to. So anyway, I'm going to have to back out of here. Fun. It is tight. Right across the frickin' face. God, you know that hurt. Oh, right in the mouth, too. I don't know what it is. I mean, when you're doing this, you want to have the window open. I guess you can hear your tires destroying nature, but then you open yourself up to shit like that. Notice I don't roll up my window. I just continue on. All right, not very exciting stuff today. It's raining. My A camera quit working on me. I've got you guys watching my B-roll footage, so I'll try to do better next time. So I'm driving down the road and I'm operating a video camera and eating a banana, and I come around this corner and I'm really close to this logging truck, and I had an epiphany of safety. I said to myself, you need to put this banana down before somebody gets hurt.